gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, go!
No!
Come in! Go!
Today, our cross-country Japan food tour continues as we move from Sendai to Fukushima. I came here to see if life has returned back to normal after the tragic tsunami and nuclear disaster that occurred 8 years ago.
There was a huge earthquake which caused the tsunami to come, and then the tsunami affected the nuclear reactor.
How did Japan recover from that?
Let's go!
While we're at it, we're stepping back into Japanese traditions that have withstood the test of time.
If you trust me, I want to see how tight of a pattern we can get. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Including unique foods you wouldn't expect to see in Japan.
Can I eat it if I don't look at it?
Yeah, I could drop it in your mouth.
Ending with the fish you do know from Japan but never expected to see on a dinner plate.
Before we get into the cooking, I do want to ask more seriously, like, what is koi in Japanese?
Come along as we carry the load to every road and country code. Say.
Let's get started. As we set foot in Fukushima Prefecture, everything seems normal. Quiet countryside ambiance, the smell of vegetation. But deep inside these fields lies a unique creature that'll become part of an almost unheard of Japanese dish.
Here we are in a field in, where are we again?
Kitakatashi, Fukushima.
I'm told we're gonna catch grasshoppers today? Yeah. You seem like a pro because you're wearing gloves. I mean, look how I'm dressed. Obviously, I'm not ready.
This is Masamichi Igawa. He knows everything about countryside living, including what to do with these grasshoppers. People in Japan used to eat them more commonly a long time ago, but the tradition still continues today.
I came here about a year ago. I posted a lot of videos about Japan, Japanese food, and there's comments here and there about people being freaked out about radiation in food because of what happened here. How did Japan recover?
We had tons of volunteers who came out and actually helped clean up, rebuild. It was a huge effort. It took years. He says that now there's actually no danger anymore. They actually eat the local vegetables like raw. They actually do screenings and tests for the rice. So it has become safe at this point.
Although the food coming from this region has been thoroughly checked and vetted, there's still a lot of work to be done in winning back the trust of other regions and other parts of the world. What I know for sure is these grasshoppers are good to go.
Shizzy, I like that you're pushing yourself to do new things.
I try my best.
Catching grasshoppers is pretty easy.
Right now, we're literally walking past thousands of them.
Spot your prey.
Oh, shite, there's big ones here.
Move swiftly.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Oh, no, you missed it.
But above all else,
there's one literally right here. It's a gift from God.
You must commit.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you. Do you think I'm brave?
A little bit.
I've tried delicious food from all over the world. Food that other people cook.
Where are they gone?
But there's nothing like the sense of satisfaction that comes from getting out there.
Go!
No!
Come in! Go!
And catching your own meal.
I'll try another one. I'm trying.
There's a grasshopper on this leaf. It almost wants to be caught. It looks a little sad, it looks a little depressed. It's kind of over this whole living thing. What it wants is to be caught and join his friends in the bottle. But what it needs is for you to take some action. Swoop it up like the hand of God. Yes!
It's in my hand!
Yes!
Ah, it's moving around in my hand. I don't like it.
You did it! There it is, look, you got a huge one. Don't you feel that adrenaline rush? Don't you feel amazing, like you accomplished something?
I am a hunter.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got today's secret ingredient. Masamichi brings us to a local home where all the cooking action is about to go down, including Japan's riskiest food making procedure.
As far as I understand, there's 2 people with hammers, and then there's one unlucky person who has to stick their hand in there. And that's our friend right here. How you doing?
He's scared.
You should be.
Joining our lunch today, Mochi, a sticky, gooey classic, symbolizing Japan's timeless ability to innovate with everything around them. It starts by soaking rice in water overnight. The next day, it's strained through a cheesecloth and steamed for 1 hour before it's pounded in a wooden mortar.
Man, if you trust me, I want to see how tight of a pattern we can get. Trust me. Trust me. Here we go.
やらない。
3, 2, 1. Hey! This is the product right here. It's crazy sticky. It won't even come off his hands.
Oh my goodness. This is more than I can chew.
Let's try it out. Oh. It's so weird. It's like the unrefined version. It's so sticky and clumpy.
Pure mochi, freshly pounded rice cake with no flavoring added.
No. Are you gonna eat this part on your arm?
Mochi is a carby, amorphous base, and there's so much you can do with it. Add vegetable broth to make a mochi soup. Top it with red bean paste. Coat it in soybean flour, creating a yellow, vibrant dessert. And if you want something more wild, top it with natto, Japan's infamous sticky fermented soybean.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Yujiro Iwata.
Oh, you speak English?
No,
Okay.
I can't speak English.
Joining our meal, Mr. Yuichiro and his wife Asami.
I think we should jump into it. So, Shizuka,
Oh no.
have you ever had a bug?
Never.
This is what we came here for. The grasshopper is boiled in hot water to remove any dirt. Then it's stir-fried in a blend of sugar, soy sauce, and sake, a blend that creates homemade teriyaki sauce.
I want you to grab a few. Should I help you? I can dish you up some.
Let me just look at this.
Don't look at them. That's the last thing you should do is look at them. She got one. Okay, we'll do it together. Listen, look at this. I got 2 right here. Let's do this.
Can I eat it if I don't look at it?
Yeah, I could drop it in your mouth.
Oh god.
Is that what you want?
口に入れたらどう?
All right, I'm gonna try it out.
Great.
All right, I'm gonna try it out. Hold on. Oh, that's really good. It's sweet, it's salty. It's like teriyaki grasshoppers.
Teriyaki grasshoppers.
Delicious.
Yeah. It's just crunchy, papery. There's no gooiness. It's a pretty good sell.
It's not bad, it's not bad.
Right here, this is mochi with natto.
Natto.
Natto. Oh. Do people here, does it just smell good?
It's a pretty normal smell for them.
It doesn't smell bad, but to me, it's obviously fermented. Oh, yes. It's stringy. It's so unique. Oh, he just mixes it up like that.
Mix it up. The more you mix it, the healthier it gets. Whoa, that's a chewy mouthful.
Yeah, I took too much.
Couldn't open your mouth for a second.
The smell is more intense than the flavor. The flavor itself is a bit more mild. Definitely slimy. It's like slime on slime crime over here. It's all just a texture sensation.
I'm actually really liking this. Foreign people think it's such a strange food, but in Japan they'll eat it like every morning.
Right here, it's our dessert. Let's try it out.
That's some good stuff.
Same sticky texture, a little bit sweet, and then a little bit, what do you call that? Like nutty, earthy?
Nutty might be the best way to describe it.
To me, this seems like traditional Japanese dessert. It's not like a cake with frosting. It's just got some subtle sweetness to it. Talking about the event 8 years ago, what kind of impact did that have on your lives here, if any?
私もともと別な会
He was actually working in Tokyo at a company, and then after the earthquake and the disaster happened, that made him want to come back home and support his hometown.
That's incredible.
Like Yuichiro and his wife, many others returned to Fukushima, helping to rebuild it into what it is today. Before leaving Fukushima, I've got a unique opportunity to try out a rare freshwater fish native to this part of Japan, a species you may know as koi fish.
Sir,
はじめまして.
thank you.
Thank you.
This This place is the perfect retreat from the city. Restaurant, hotel, and hot spring in one. Opened 146 years ago and specializing in traditional foods that reflect Japanese culinary history.
On your large menu, you've got one dish that stood out to me, but before we get into that, I want to ask, what is koi in Japanese?
川に住んでる、
Koi is a carp fish. It's about this big, and they get it from local rivers in Aizu.
This fish is most famous for its bright, vibrant colors. In Japan, koi fish symbolize persistence, determination, wealth, success, and good fortune. I've seen them in picturesque ponds, but never on a dinner table.
Can I tell you something funny? I came here because I thought we were gonna eat one of those like koi goldfish. It's gonna be like colorful and white and orange, and then people are gonna be like, no, don't do it. I'm gonna be like, I'm doing it anyways. But I don't think it's that kind of fish. What kind of koi fish do you have here?
お庭とかにいるのは、錦鯉とか。
You may have thought that you would be eating those beautiful, colorful koi fish that are usually found in Japanese gardens and ponds, but actually those are not fish that are meant for eating. And we have separate breed of koi fish that are actually designed for eating.
Are they still cute?
Oh.
Kawaii?
Kawaii.
When you grab one, can you try to find like just the cutest one of the ones that you have?
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, thank you.
These fish, well, they'll meet the business end of a fillet knife and join their friends in a dish called koi umani. Big pieces of fish simmered with soy sauce, sugar, and homemade sake for 9 hours. When the fish becomes tender and the broth becomes thick, it's ready to be served.
Everyone quiet, I'm in character. Hey guys, welcome back to the food show. So right here, this is a koi fish. This is also a koi fish. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
We're in like this restaurant suite, a private room, which has a little bit of everything. Beautiful background. Over here, is that a hot plate?
There's a tea station.
Over here, they have a 7-inch TV. Can you explain this place to me? I kind of don't get it.
This is a room you can sleep in. So you eat here and then you put your futons out and then you sleep. But
Sleep or pass out?
probably both, because I mean, smooth.
And here it is, a nice kind of caramelized glaze on the outside, it would seem. And I think I'm gonna start in the middle. Do you think that's egg?
I have no idea.
Maybe it's grasshopper.
No, it better not be. It better not be anything but grasshopper.
All right, let's try it out. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's egg. It's kind of like crumbly on the inside, but it's all kind of held together with this thick soy-based glaze. A little sweet, a little salty.
It tasted like an actual chicken egg, like the yolk that's been cooked.
Let's bust into this meat right here.
Right.
It comes off real nice. I don't think carp have scales.
They do.
I'm quitting my show.
Oh, that's very nice.
I would say oishi. It's so soft, it's become tenderized from all the boiling, but a powerful flavor.
I never expected that carp was going to be this good. It doesn't have any strange aftertaste and very tender. It's delicious.
Fukushima, a region acutely plagued with disaster after disaster, is now a symbol of Japanese resilience and persistence, a feat only made possible through the incredible fighting spirit of the Japanese people. If you're traveling to Japan, let me recommend booking an experience through byfood.com. Now offering over 250 experiences throughout the country. You can find food tours, cooking classes, tastings, and more. And for each booking made, byfood.com contributes funds to children in need through their Food for Happiness project. Kebabs in Iran, banh mi in Vietnam,
I love it.
boudin sausage in the US.
I like that a lot.
There's one thing that connects us all. It brings out the best in us. Showing that despite our differences,
You want to test the blood?
at the end of the day, we're all people. Sometimes very hungry people. So this is an ode to the part of life that unifies us all. Food.
It's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure.
From researching and shooting to editing and mastering, our 10-person best ever food review show team works hard to roll out the highest quality travel food entertainment twice a week. If you like what we do here, please consider supporting our Patreon. Patreon allows fans of the show to contribute a monthly sum and receive a load of extras like early video releases, private Q&As, and beyond.
To learn more about our Patreon, check out the link in the description box down below. And if you can't give or don't even feel like it, that's okay too. We're just happy you're here. Guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.
This is when